What's up, guys? We're back doing a little bit of an experiment here. This is me basically setting up a remote start for a friend of mine, and the experiment is, can I do almost all the work and then ship it off to this guy, Andy? What's up, Andy? And have him plug it in and have it work with like minimal effort. You know, I know there's places out there that do sort of T-harness setups, but this will be a good little experiment. T-harness, the truck obviously, this is a 22, but it's the same as the truck that it's going into, which is a 19. Really easy install. There's the diag plug. Now I took the two 8mm out just to show you, on the back of this plug is a plug that looks exactly like this. And the truth is, to do this job, you don't have to take the 8mm out. I mean, I did with a little deep 8 socket, just so I could pull it down. It's still a little hard to see, but it ain't that hard to see. You're gonna see this, all right? That's what you see when you're looking on the dash. That's that plug. So I'm gonna pause this. I'm just gonna plug this in between it, and I'll be right back. So that took 2 seconds. That's the plug that was plugged into that box, plugged into my plug, the other end of my plug into said box. And what do we have left? We just got two plugs on this end, which, so we're gonna do this one-handed. If we're gonna plug into the remote start module, not doing a good job one-handed. Give me a second. There's one. And after that one, the light should turn on. Second plug, plugged in. And now, the learn process, which is super easy. Just to a spot where I can kind of see it. So I want to show two different things here. So, red light, totally normal. Key, we're going to put the key in the ignition and turn it on. I'm going to watch what that red light does, which it'll start flashing green. We're also going to pay attention. Now it's flashing orange. You're going to see some clicking, maybe some lights flickering. Totally normal. This whole process maybe takes about 15 seconds. You just saw it. That's it. It's done. It's learned. And now I turned on the option to make the remote start work off of the factory remote. So right away, lock, unlock, lock. That'll start the truck. Now, another thing that's normal, the gauges are not on. We're mimicking a Ford remote start on this. So trust me, the truck is running. Blower motor's on. There's a couple different options for the blower motor, automatic or last setting. Right now it's on automatic. There's arguments to be made for both way. But now, obviously, because we're mimicking the Ford remote start, it says to drive, turn key to on. Simple. Key on. Everything else comes on. Climate control goes back to where it was, not in auto, and we're driving away. So the other thing I set up was the remote. You see I got an antenna plugged into that. I should mention this, that the antenna black port plugs into one of the two black ports, doesn't matter which one, and the smart start, which I have over there, plugs into the white port, so white to white, black to black. And this, I already paired it to the antenna, so even after a relearn, I've already learned this module to this truck and reset it. Even after a relearn, we don't have to repair the remote. So as soon as this thing gets plugged into the other truck, this remote should work. And that's the remote start. Everything from here on out is the same as starting it from the factory remote, with the exception of we should get some confirmation and a runtime. So yeah, set the runtime for 30 minutes. Unlock, key in, key on, step on the brake, we're off and running. This is already set up. There's the lights. Registered to the user, Andy. She should have gotten an email about 5 minutes ago. And again, once it's plugged in, that should also just work without doing anything special. Now the one last thing that'll have to be done is taking a few minutes and finding a place for all this stuff. Obviously this is going to go back up if you even take it out in the first place. Back up 2 8mm back in, a couple of wire ties for this, and this dashboard, as I'm gonna tell you how easy it is, it's kind of like on a hinge, kind of pulls down. This is gonna be up to you know, how much time and effort you want to put into this. Smart Start, in a perfect world, great, it'd be up high behind the cluster or whatever. I've seen these things work 100% perfectly under the dash. So we're going to pay attention to this side up, but could we wire tie it to this metal bracket right here? Absolutely, no issue. And same with this box. Take your time, be creative, find a nice spot, take a few minutes with some wire ties, wire tie it down, and then dash back up, and fully functioning remote start should be less than a half an hour. That's if you're taking your time. So that's it for this one. Anybody got any questions? I'm ready for you.